everybody! You know that tomorrow my favorite month of the year begins, November! And celebrate the Day of the Dead. For my non-Mexican followers, I explain one of my favorite Mexican traditions is the Day of the Dead, 2nd of November. It's a tradition so rooted in our culture, unrelated to Halloween, no. And the purpose is to remember and honor our loved ones that have already passed. I will show you some videos and photos of this celebration in Altepeji because there my family and I celebrate. And of Huatulco because I was doing my social service there for a year. But the way they celebrate is so similar. While I tell you more, the Day of the Dead is a Mexican holiday celebrated throughout the country and by people of Mexican heritage elsewhere. In Mexican culture, death is viewed as a natural part of the human cycle and worthy of celebration. In 2008, the tradition was inscribed on the representative list of the intangible cultural heritage of humanity by UNESCO. Mexico winning as always. And well, here it doesn't mention about the food that's delicious, mainly death's breath, and I tell you about its origin. There are three most popular versions about this bread. One of them says that a rose to replace the ritual where a princess was sacrificed, her hair was mixed with amaranth like an offering. Another version says that an adequacy of a bread made with amaranth dotted with blood from those sacrificed in honor to the gods is Toshauki or Huehueteotl. The third version is of a rite in which amaranth bread was distributed among the community and symbolically the inhabitants consumed to Huitzilopochtli. Currently, the meaning is that its circular form refers to the cycle of life and death. The center of the bread symbolizes the skull and the cross strip represent the deceased's bones. Very interesting. And talking about bones, I'm using this Katrina's filter that I love. Kass, what's the Katrina? La Katrina was created by José Guadalupe Posadas to mock the Mexican upper class. He said about La Katrina Garbancera, as he first called it, that is democratic, because at the end of the day, blonde, brunette, rich or poor, all people end up being skulls. To become a Katrina, you need makeup, face of a skull, colorful and fantasy, headdress, elegant hat or flowers, and clothing, long dresses from the colonial era. Now you know why this beautiful tradition is one of my favorites. And speaking of Day of the Dead, guess where I'm going on a trip? China! I'm so excited. Maybe you'll wonder what it has to do with Day of the Dead. Well, because I traveled to Ching Ming Festival, that is for the Chinese what the Day of the Dead for Mexican. The Ching Ming Festival, also known as Ancestors' Day, is a traditional Chinese festival held on the 15th day after the spring equinox, either 4 or 5 of April, realized over 2,500 years. It became a public holiday in mainland China in 2008. The Chinese families fix and clean the graves of their ancestors, place candles, highlight inscriptions, make offerings, and also burn stick and joss paper. And in the end, everyone kneels to pray. The tradition demands that you cannot cook with fire, doing so the cold food festival, because the origin of this festival dates back to 600 before Christ, when Ji Siu saved the life of his sick master, Ji Chong, by feeding him meat from his own leg. As a thank you, wanted to make him a minister. Ji refused to accept the post and went to live in the mountains. To force him to return, ordered fire to the mountain, and Ji preferred to burn to death rather than return. Moved by remorse, Ji Chong ordered to commemorate the anniversary of Jai's death by extinguishing all fires. That was very intense. Well, I want to know how you celebrate in your home, in your state, or if in your country you have some celebration similar to the Day of the Dead that we celebrate here in Mexico. If you do, put in the comments or share with me your videos on Instagram, subscribe to my channel, and follow me on Instagram for more interesting things on my travels around the world. Remember that you deserve to be very, very, very happy. Bye!